133 pounds, Nick Suriano, a national finalist a year ago, down at 125 pounds, ranked number 2 in the country. Unfortunately, we will not see Ethan Lezak ranked 8th. Lezak with a skin issue, so Skyler Petry gets the call here for the Gophers.
Yeah, I know that Ethan Lezak was very disappointed, and it just obviously happened at the weigh-ins where skin issue showed up and just was not allowed to, for the safety of everyone, allowed to move on and wrestle. And so it was caught at the weigh-ins, and it's certainly a disappointed Ethan Lezak, who was looking forward to, as both these wrestlers were. Suriano is healthy. That's just a great word for Suriano, and Nick has had his problems with injuries and sickness, and right now his weight's not an issue at 133, and he's just clicking on all cylinders.
Exactly. The tank is well. Nick Suriano, one of the more physical wrestlers in all the country.
Good pressure, Nick. Good pressure.
Lost that NCAA final in Cleveland to Spencer Lee of Iowa. The year previously went in as a number 3 seed, suffered that ankle injury against Oklahoma State at the national duels. Has not been healthy for the Big Tens yet, previous 2 seasons. Shot there from Suriano. And a treetop, a single leg, reaches across to the far hip. And there's a takedown for Suriano, 4-time state champion out of Bergen Catholic.
Look at Suriano there. I mean, you just reminds you of a boxer in the middle of the ring right there, the way he moves, stalks his opponents, and then that was cat-like when he lowered his level and penetrated from about 2 feet out, but it was deep penetration on that last takedown.
There you see the Flow Wrestling rankings scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Flow Wrestling, our rankings partner once again this season, as Suriano goes in for another shot.
Nice job by Petry, stopping that initial move there, not allowing Suriano into the legs like he was the first time.
Yes, that's good. Use your shoulder too.
40 seconds left here in this first period. There is a double leg, feet to back for Suriano.
Yeah, past 45 degrees right there for the 4-point near fall. Big move there in the last 35 seconds of the first period. What Suriano does well is he moves, great lateral movement, finds the angle, and then penetrates and shoots, and that time shot brought Petry right to his back. Right when I was saying Petry was really navigating this match first, keeping well in the first period, but Suriano was having nothing of that. Does a great job of driving through those hips.
Just like that, an 8-1 score. Today's State Farm State of Success is Scott Goodale, the winningest coach in program history. 167 career wins with a recent victory against Ryder. What a job.
Coach Goodale really excited about the new practice facility that's going to be opened in June in Rutgers. And of course, Minnesota has a new facility that's awesome. And if you're going to compete at the highest level, you better have the facilities that the recruits get wide-eyed at. And that's what's happening out there. I mean, every program is looking to how can we improve our practice opportunities.
Suriano 9-1.
120.
And back to the center.
Yeah, there's the example of just competing and fighting. And Coach Egan very pleased with the way that Petry fended off the attack by Suriano there, and he's come to fight. Just finds out, at weigh-ins that he's going to be in the lineup, and comes out here an hour later and competing hard against one of the best in the land.
2 more for the Scarlet Knight. Petry, a junior out of Waterville, Minnesota.
Still red. 1 escape green.
Spoken about often, TJ, you better be ready. You never know when you're going to get the call. As you mentioned, I'm sure, didn't expect it.
Freeze with your feet.
Just over a half a minute remaining in the period. 4-0 Minnesota. They got a major decision from Sean Russell at 125 pounds. Good attack there from Suriano right at the edge.
Again, with under 30 seconds left, Suriano gets a nice takedown. Talk about laser focused. I mean, this young man is laser focused. It's all wrestling right now. He's got his eye on the prize, and he is all about his passion for competing at the highest level right now, putting a hurt on Petry, who just got a stall warning. Now here's what I'm talking about as far as the effort by Petry right there. Nice hips. Good whizzer in there. That's what you got to do. All you got to do to make the coaches happy is compete at the highest level that you possibly can. And right now, he's up against the best, you know, and it's he's fighting. Good effort.
Escape makes it 14-3. You spoke about the focus of Suriano. Watching Suriano prepare for a match, pacing back and forth like a rabid dog.
Well, there's only one way for Suriano, and that's forward. One way, forward, and he can attack from every side as far as going forward. I'm not just talking about going straight ahead. Like, he does a great job of getting to the side, right there, finding the angle, driving through the hips. I mean, he is one tough competitor.
133 pounds in the Big Ten. Of course, Big Ten championships back here in Minneapolis in early March. Got a lot of great wrestling to settle before that, but wow, that is going to be a great weekend here in Minneapolis.
1 minute period.
Final minute. 2 more for Suriano. 18-4. He'll cut him and go for a tech.
Yeah, and it's one thing he's got going for him because pace is in Suriano's favor. His pace is high. His execution is fine. Drives through the hips for 2 more.
Going to be a tech fall for Nick Suriano of Rutgers. His impressive season continues. Dominating in all caps.